How's it going, everyone, and welcome to my channel, where today I am going to review whether in the United Rugby Championship in Edinburgh Rugby versus Scarlet, whether Darcy Graham's first try was a try or not. This has caused some contention because of how the tries start. So we will show you the try here. So what happens is the Edinburgh number 9 believes that the ball is out, and he gets told the ball's out by the ref. They take the ball, then Darcy Graham picks it up, does some magical stuff, and scores a try. So there's a couple points of contention in here. The main one is around the ruck, but another one is around whether Darcy Graham knocked the ball on or not. Now, the editing in this is a bit messed up. They seem to show the replay to this before the try, so I guess they messed up the editing, but we just watch here. He doesn't knock the ball on. That's fine. So we'll take it back to this point here. So this is when this point starts. So if we just continue a wee bit longer, we can see this point here. So if the ball's in at this point, number 9 is offside, but we need to take a look at the laws. When is the ruck finished? So here, it specifies that the ruck ends and play continues when the ball leaves the ruck or when the ball in the ruck is on or over the goal line. And there's lots of people talking about how the ball has to leave the ruck when the number 9 picked up the ball. It doesn't have to do that. It just has to leave the ruck. So if this ball is not underneath the Scarlets number 4, then the ball has left the ruck because it's not underneath anyone who's in the ruck, so it's left the ruck. So the first point we need to check is whether the ball has actually left the ruck when the number 9 moves. So, drawing some lines. We're going a bit football VAR on this. Now, I've drawn these lines based on this line up at the top here. So that's what the line's based on now. I don't know how straight they are. I'm hoping they're straight. I think this is straight, and I think this is straight. But this is what we're going with. So, at this point, if the lines are correct, I drew this flat line to be in line with the Scarlet number 4's hands. So this should be along the ground near where the ball is. So this, I believe, is where the Scarlet's shoulder is. It's around here. It might be a bit further up. It might be more sort of here. It probably is more about here. So this, to me, right now looks like the ball is still in the ruck. But, as you can see, the Edinburgh number 9 isn't offside yet. I believe this is the foot that he needs to keep behind, and he is currently behind that foot. So, right now, to me, the ball is in, but the 9 is still onside. Now, here's another point. Now this is a tricky one because, again, it's difficult to see where the guy's shoulder is. If it's here, if the guy's shoulder is about here, then that ball is in, and the 9, as you can see by his feet, is offside and then can't make a movement for that ball or any movement towards play. If the shoulder is here, where it very much could be, that ball is out because it's not in underneath where I believe sort of his furthest out part of his body is. So this is the difficult part. Where is his shoulder? I don't know. Edinburgh number 8's hand is blocking it. Maybe this is a good point. I should mention I am an Edinburgh fan, so I might be slightly biased in this, but I'm trying not to be. If we go to this point, the ball is, in my opinion, quite clearly out. We can adjust this slightly to here. So the ball here is out. But if the ball was in previously, when the 9 made the move, then he was offside. At this point, he's not offside because the ball is out, but he made the move at this point. And if that's where the line is, depending on how much the Scarlets number 4 has moved, that very much looks like that's where the line is. However, it looks like to me he has moved somewhat. The line's probably more here. And that does show that it's offside. So let's take another wee look at this. Let's slow it down a bit. Let's come back to this point. Let's slow this down and we'll watch the movements of these players very slowly. So how much does the form move around here? So he moves his arm forward there, but nothing's happened yet. So it looks to me the forward doesn't really move at all. So and that's when he makes the movement for the ball. So when the 9 makes his movement to if the ball is into an offside position. So to me, when he makes his movement, it does potentially look like the ball is still in. Whereas at this point, the ball is not in anymore. So in my opinion, as an Edinburgh fan, I believe that the number 9 is offside. And he never makes a movement back onside to a point when the ball leaves the ruck. Therefore, he can't make a move for the ball because he was offside. So now, because he was offside, I don't think he should be allowed to play that. And that should mean that this try should not have been awarded to Edinburgh. Tell me what you think down below in the comments below. Do leave a like and do subscribe for more content like this. Goodbye.